Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016-17 Secondary Teacher of the Year, Nicole Walker. Ms. Walker is also going to receive a $2,500 cash prize, a complimentary stay at the Hotel Icon, and numerous other prizes. Numerous meaning more than two. Congratulations. Ms. Walker, would you like to step forward and say a few words?
Oh my God. I didn't prepare a speech. There's my table right there. We are such a family at our school. I can't do what I do without them smiling at me every day and being as passionate about our students, our boys. I teach at an all-boys school. And I'm so passionate about our boys. They're so passionate about our boys. And it really helps that I have a team to be successful. My dad is so upset right now because he's trying to watch this on the HISD.org website and he's only seeing a board meeting. So I know I'm going to text him in just a little bit and he's going to say, I want to see it. But no, seriously, okay, this is really awkward. I'm so happy. And I'm so in love with my principal. He's incredible, and my knees are shaking. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Maddox Williams. It's Wednesday, May 24th, and you're watching the very last episode of Nightly News.
And I'm Isaiah Rocha. Thanks for tuning in. We start out today with Nightly News correspondent Michael Pelton, who brings us a story about U.S. Representative Al Green and why he recently made national headlines.
Houston's very own Democratic Representative Al Green recently made headlines after calling for the impeachment of President Donald Trump.
I rise today, Mr. Speaker, to call for the impeachment of the President of the United States of America for obstruction of justice.
The representative of Texas's 9th Congressional District is the first lawmaker to officially call for Trump's impeachment. Green called for the president's impeachment the day after an explosive New York Times article that suggested Trump asked former FBI Director James Comey to drop an investigation into his former National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, a request critics have called an obstruction of justice. As the backlash escalates to Trump's firing of Comey, Democratic lawmakers are increasingly raising the prospect of impeachment. However, impeachment requires the support of a majority of members of the House of Representatives. No Republicans have publicly voiced support for impeaching Trump. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm Michael Pelton.
Thank you, Michael.
Next year, things will be a little different at MLCPA. Here with the story is a Nightly News reporter, Miguel Guillen.
Thanks, Maddox. Next year, we'll be bringing some big changes to MLCPA. The new school year will start in the fall in our brand new school. Just down the road from here, the new $42 million building will be an incredible and welcome change from our current building. But we're not only getting a new building, we're also getting a new schedule. Classes will start at 7:55 a.m. and school will end at 3:30 p.m. Breakfast will be served starting at 7:25 a.m. Another change coming next year is the class schedule. Our middle school will be joining the high school with block scheduling, so you'll have fewer classes per day and get to spend more time in each period. Another big change will be to Nightly News itself. With Mr. Dow's moving to New York, Ms. Fatherboy is taking over. So stay tuned this fall for the new iteration for the show. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm Miguel Guillen.
Thanks, Miguel.
Here with some updates for the final days of school, we go to Nightly News reporters Elijah Kennedy and Ricky Williams.
Thanks, Isaiah.
With only one day of school, there's not much coming, but what is coming is important. Today will be award ceremonies. The high school awards will be from 8:30 to 10:15 this morning. 6th grade awards will be from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. And the 7th grade awards will be from 1 to 2 p.m. The 8th grade awards will be handed out during their promotion.
Speaking of, the 8th grade graduation will take place tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
And later tomorrow at 2 p.m. will be our high school graduation. It will also be at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. All MLCPA students will attend, and you must wear your full dress uniform.
We will be leaving campus at 1:40 p.m. for graduation and returning to campus around 2:45.
That's all the news and announcements for today. I'm Ricky Williams.
And I'm Elijah Kennedy. Back to you, Isaiah and Maddox.
Thank you, Elijah and Ricky.
I know we can make it look extremely easy, but putting on this show every week has been far from easy.
Very hard.
To give you a little peek behind the scenes, we go to Nightly News producers Alex McCabe and Raul Rusa,
AKA Ravioli.
Thanks, Maddox.
It's true, a lot more goes into creating the show than it probably looks like.
Before we turn on the cameras, mics, and lights, the actual stories we're reporting have to be written.
Each student in our class submits one story every 2 weeks. Then Mr. Dowd takes those stories, edits, and polishes them, and that's what you see on our show.
We can write stories about anything we want. There's only one catch: it has to be newsworthy.
So once the stories are written, we can start filming.
This is our studio located out in the 500s. We have professional green screen, lighting, equipment.
So 95% of what you see on our show is actually filmed right here. We're just able to put different backgrounds and effects.
Because we only have journalism for one period a day, it usually takes 3 to 4 days to film an entire episode.
And much like they do in Hollywood, we do not film a show in sequential order. We usually start with the anchors first and then move our way through various segments.
It's during the editing process that our episode is put together and made to look like we filmed it in order.
One thing that makes our lives much easier is a teleprompter, which is a piece of reflected glass in front of our camera that shows the correspondence anchors and reporters what to say.
Raul is our teleprompt operator, and he has to learn to read backwards because when the words show up on the screen, they're flipped, so they appear correctly for whoever is on camera.
Alex is our director and camera operator. He also manages the light and microphones.
Once everything is filmed in the studio, we have to go and shoot B-roll for any stories that might need visual. This ranges from basketball games to golden tie ceremonies.
After we complete filming, we then edit and polish our episode into the final product that you watch on YouTube.
So even though most of our episodes are between 7 and 10 minutes, it actually takes around 5 hours to create it.
And that's how we do it. Back to you, Maddox and Isaiah.
Thank you, Alex and Raul. And thank you. We hope you've enjoyed our show as much as we've enjoyed creating it.
And today, instead of our signature song, we leave you with this.
When our founding fathers wrote the Constitution and the Bill of Rights for this country, they chose only one profession to protect:
journalism.
It's right there in the First Amendment.
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion,
or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press,
or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances.
Everything that makes the United States unlike most other nations comes directly from those words and the protection they offer.
The founders saw a free press as a crucial check on power and an essential part of democracy.
As Thomas Jefferson wrote, our liberty cannot be guarded but by the freedom of the press, nor that be limited without danger of losing it.
We find ourselves in a pivotal moment in history.
With scandals and absurdities becoming the norm,
our society is making a dangerous move toward accepting our current post-truth reality.
Most Americans value our democracy and the freedom that comes with it.
But many do not realize that a free press is an indispensable part of that freedom.
That is why you should be alarmed when politicians and others accuse journalism of being fake news.
News isn't fake just because you don't agree with it.
President Trump has said that the news media is, quote, the enemy of the American people.
And much has been made about his so-called war on the media.
But as Lorraine Brenham of Syracuse University so astutely wrote, the real war being waged by those attacking our free press is actually our war on truth.
And truth, seeking it, sharing it, repeating it, and championing it is at the heart of good journalism.
In a war on truth, journalists and an educated public are truth's greatest ally.
As young journalists, we have a duty to write, report, and aggressively hold the powerful accountable.
but you aren't off the hook.
As young citizens, you must be well informed and well educated.
Read a newspaper. Get involved in local government.
Watch CNN Student News. Support your local news sources.
Scour the latest issue of Junior Scholastic.
Know what is going on in your community and the world around you.
You cannot afford not to care, not to pay attention,
or not to notice.
If you don't, it won't just be journalists who are losing their right to speak truth to power.
You could be losing your right to speak at all.